Down, down, down. Hey, good morning, everybody. A good day, whatever time it is in your corner of the world. This is Andy Kimball here on the Andy and Amanda Show, talking to you live from Hollywood, California. We're going to wait for our co-host here, my co-host, Amanda Love, who's just joining us right now, I believe, from the UK. And if this is indeed you, well, Amanda, good day to you. 5 o'clock there in the UK. Oh, she was on. And she dropped. So try again. This show, as we know, folks, is Blog Talk Radio. It's an internet radio talk show, and being on the internet and being hosted from the UK and the USA, we occasionally have some technical issues, getting hooked up and doing the show without any glitches or rough patches. Sometimes we get them, sometimes we don't. But you never know. It is the internet. We do our best to try to bring you an entertaining, engaging show that hopefully you get something out of. Hey, I think she's back now. Amanda, I think you're here. Good morning or afternoon. Hello? Are you with us? Oh, my goodness. Anyway, she's trying. I can see her coming in here. Anyway, folks, hope you had a great weekend. Yesterday, it was Mother's Day here in the United States. I think, Mother's Day is celebrated elsewhere too. I know it's a U.S. holiday. I call it like a Hallmark holiday. It's Hallmark cards and flowers and things. Like every day should be Mother's Day. We should always be thankful and grateful for our mothers. They brought us into this world. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for our mothers. My goodness, think about it. And of course our dads, but mothers are very special, very, very special. And I had a wonderful time yesterday with my wife and my own mother and my daughter, my oldest daughter who's in town. My other daughter will be returning from college very soon, and we're getting family back together here and having some adventures and celebrate another Mother's Day. One whole family is here together. I look forward to that as well. Anyway, so yes, doing well here. Had a great weekend. Hope, folks, that you did the same. Lot going on to talk about in the news. And we're also going to talk about some of our favorite scary movie flicks. Our number here is 515-605-9888. Again, 515-605-9888. Call the show. Give us a call. Let's talk about what you like to talk about as well. And if you have any scary movies that you've seen that are standout to be like the scariest or the best, had you on the edge of your seat, as the case may be. Let us know what that pick would be. What would be that movie? We're going to run down some of the best rated all-time flicks on the show, and also talk about what's going on in the world in the news. And
hello.
I think we have hey, she's back. My goodness.
Oh my goodness.
What a tease. She comes and goes and comes and goes. I kept saying, here she is, no she isn't. Here she is, no she isn't. Here she is. No,
yes.
You know what I'm saying?
What is it about Mondays, darling? What is it about Mondays and connections?
The last 3 or 4 Mondays, we've had the same issue.
I don't understand it. I really don't.
Oh, my, I just took a sip of coffee and spilled it all over myself.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my goodness. Uh-oh.
You need to go get yourself cleaned up.
Oh, God. My goodness. It's not too bad.
It's okay. It's clearly the beginning of the week, and these things get thrown at us to I don't know why.
Good coffee this morning. Good coffee. It is 9 o'clock here. I know it's 5 o'clock there. How was your day?
It's been productive. Yes, very productive, and interesting, and going over things, and I can't complain, Andy. It's a good Monday so far. How about you?
Yeah,
it's still very early for you, isn't it?
I got up super early. Actually, I'm trying to put the night together. I came back, did some music work, actually. Wrote a couple songs last night, a couple new ones for an upcoming album. Bam, bam, bam. When they hit me, like, boom, it's like a rush. You got to do it real quick and get it done. They're kind of rocking tunes, man. I'm not going to tell too much about them. I'm going to wait till they come out on a record and have you buy it and listen to it. Not you, Amanda, but our audience. So.
I was going to say, Andy, don't keep me waiting like that. Yeah.
No, you get them on the first note. Obviously, you're
thank you.
Really, But anyway, they're fun tunes, really fun tunes, and unlike the music I normally play. I don't know what inspired me. I don't know, but Anyway.
Oh, you just love those moments, though, where something hits you like that, and you're just like, yeah, I'm going to get this down as quickly as possible. Sometimes I get those, like, I put so much pressure on myself to try and get the song out of my head in that moment that you can almost feel the resistance and it moving away from you, and it's like, no. So you try and grip onto it tighter to try and get it down as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. And the thing is, I did something I was told to do a long time ago, and I've been pretty at it, but last night, I was told when I have these ideas, like, just get the guitar out and just start, bam, you got to do it right away. Record it. And I didn't.
Yeah.
But I will try to recall. I'm going to try to recall today what I'm going to try to recall. I got it in my head, I think. Anyway, fellow musicians out there, you know what I'm talking about. But we're gonna talk talking about entertainment. We're gonna be talking about I can't wait to see what is getting moving with me today. We will find out very quickly on the Andy Mendes show. Welcome aboard. It's good to see everybody. Welcome to my country. Anyway.
I had a scary movie when I walked into the bathroom this morning, just saying.
You'll be both. I got news for you. Oh, I was telling you, I got a track here. So I went home last night and I took out the guitar. I came home from a great Mother's Day. Do you have Mother's Day there?
We do, but we celebrate it on a different day. I know you guys had it yesterday, is that right?
Yeah, yesterday. Mm-hmm.
Mexico's got it today.
Wow.
Yeah. A belated Happy Mother's Day to everybody in the U.S. and Happy Mother's Day to everybody in Mexico.
Really? You bet. Absolutely. But anyway, so we had a great time. I was saying this when you were teasing us with your presence for a while there. I was talking about it. And, and so what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, so I picked up the guitar, I got home, and I remember laying on the couch and turning on the TV to watch something, and I must have just passed out right there because I don't remember a darn thing. Don't remember what I put on, nothing. And I woke up this morning, the sun had not come up yet, so it must have been very early, and the TV was on, and I scrolled through Netflix, and I started watching this movie called Dead Man Down or Last Man Down or something like that, and it was kind of interesting. Would I recommend it? I don't know. It was kind of here or there. I don't know. It was all right, but anyway, I did watch it, and the next thing I know, the sun is up and my day is starting. And I'm up from then. So I got up in the wee hours this morning. I have no idea. I don't remember anything. I remember the movie.
Oh, really?
It's kind of weird. Yeah, fell asleep on the couch. I'm still up. I still feel like I'm up from yesterday. You know what I mean? Like I took a cat nap on the couch, woke up, saw this movie, and here I am on the Andy Demanda show. I'm like, crazy.
You roll out of bed and here you are.
Roll out of bed. Here I am. Yeah.
Oh, bless you, darling. I know those moments are quite trippy sometimes for me if I fall asleep in somewhere else in the house and then I wake up and it's just like almost like it does feel like a continuation of the previous day because you didn't quite go to bed properly, you didn't quite have enough sleep, and you still got yesterday all over you.
Oh yeah. I'm still
all over you.
Yeah. And Saturday, a neighbor of ours is leaving. They're moving out of state, and they had an open house kind of get together, and no mask. We were all in there. They had some amazing. Speaking of amazing, my neighbor introduced me to this rum called Plantation Rum.
Ooh.
Unbelievable. We're not talking Bacardi and all that stuff. I mean, this is just a totally different class. It defines what rum is. I mean, I never had it, never heard of it. Plantation rum, folks, don't know anything about it whatsoever outside of the fact that you need to try it or buy it because, wow. Smooth as can be, and I'm not a big rum drinker. It's not like a margaritas here and there, a little rum here and there, but I'm not this great big rum connoisseur by any means. I usually buy the cheap stuff and mix it in a margarita. Is it margarita that you pick rum with? Or the wrong drink? No, rum. No.
I'm afraid.
No, wait, you don't put rum in margarita. Do you put rum? No, rum.
No.
Wait, is rum in a margarita? Huh.
I don't know if there is rum in a margarita.
We have listeners right now that are probably like experts and are kind of like saying, Andy, good thing you're not a bartender.
Yeah, I'm not very cautious when it comes to drinks and mixing drinks and stuff because, as you know, I'm not really a big drinker. I just have the occasional beer or a little champagne here and there or a little wine here and there, but that's about it.
No, rum is not. What's in a margarita? Tequila, not rum. Tequila. Of course, everybody knows that. Yeah. Like the classic margarita is tequila, orange liqueur, lime juice, in a 3-2-1 proportion. So 3 parts tequila, 2 parts orange liqueur, and 1 part lime juice. Supposedly makes this incredible margarita. I don't know.
Wow. Beautiful.
But so what do you put rum in?
I know you can have a rum punch.
Gosh.
That's how extensive my knowledge is of alcohol. No, I don't know. I don't know. Some sort of cocktail of some sort. I don't know. Maybe?
I don't know. Not weird. Anyway, try Plantation. Where'd I get off on this margarita kick? Last night at this restaurant down in Santa Monica. Right on, when you get over here, you'll see this on the 3rd Street or 3rd Avenue. I guess it's Santa Monica. It's all, there's no cars. It's like a street performers and fountains and restaurants and cafes and stores and just for blocks and blocks and blocks. And it's just incredible, big tourist attraction too, of course.
Beautiful.
But restaurants with outdoor patios, and we had this incredible dinner last night with my mom and my wife and my daughter outdoors on the patio, and it was just people were out and just crowded and noise and music going and wow, and I was there during COVID several times. I just went and I took some pictures because there were stores boarded up. There were businesses that couldn't make it that were boarded up. There was myself and maybe 2 or 3 other people on the entire 3rd Street promenade for blocks. That was it, like ghost town. I just, this is during COVID. I went down a couple of times, and it was like out of a scary movie. Speaking of scary flicks, and to go there last night and to see it just absolutely bursting with energy and coming alive was just like, oh my God, is this thing really kind of waning down? Or you couldn't go into even in a patio restaurant to check in. You saw to wear a mask, but you could walk around the street. Even though I must say this, they did away with the outdoor mask requirement here in California. And I don't know if that applied because most people were wearing masks. There were a few without them, but most people had them on. Even though walking up and down the street, outdoors, a beautiful evening, most people still wearing masks. And 2 things occurred to me. Wow, thank you. Because even though we don't have to do it anymore, but you're still doing it. Wow, pretty cool.
Yeah.
And the other thing I'm thinking of, unless we're kind of close together, there's no way. First of all, I'm vaccinated, and most of California is. 48% of America is, or something like that. But most people are vaccinated. I mean, you walk up to somebody, most people are vaccinated. They really are. And those who aren't, let's say you weren't vaccinated. Let's say we weren't. Okay. Hypothetically, and which we are, but let's just say we weren't. Even if you didn't wear a mask, unless we were in close proximity, if we both had COVID, we're not going to infect anybody outside. You have a 6 feet, 7 foot, 3 feet, especially with this wind and whatever, it's just not going to happen, So I'm not saying that this mask thing is a, what they say, a hoax. Yeah. That, you should obviously wear a mask, just for safety precaution. But in the real world, you just got to wonder a little bit if it's just a little overboard. Well, I'm talking about outdoors, a little overboard, just a little. I'm thinking, all right. But here is the interesting statistic: what happened as a result of people wearing masks, and just put coronavirus aside. Other viruses, the cold's a virus, the flu's a virus, have dropped dramatically, significantly lower. Put COVID aside. Just because people wearing masks, all the other things that you normally get or can get when you're walking around, you get a cold, the flu, whatever it is, just from being out and about and blah, blah, blah. Those incidents have gone way down. So it's kind of like, the intelligence is, whoa, well, maybe, seasonal mask wearing just in general isn't such a bad thing. During flu and cold season, maybe, it's not so bad. And what used to strike me a little bit, and I don't know why this is, but a lot of the Asian population,
Yeah.
when which there's significant numbers here in Southern California, which is great. They're great. Right. I see occasionally, never heard of COVID, like for years, way before COVID. You'd see somebody walking up and down the street or going to a store or something, and they're wearing a mask. And it was usually a member of the Asian population. I don't know why or what, but I used to think, I know what they're worried about. Maybe they're susceptible or something. Maybe they have immune issues or something like that. They've got to wear a mask when they go out. So I never thought anything of it. Cool, great. I don't care, whatever, But I just thought, there's somebody wearing a mask. And then boom, obviously, SARS virus comes into existence, and millions of people die and get sick, and you need masks, so we can't really be near each other because that's how you get it. And then you kind of realize, mask wearing is not such, in general, might not be such a bad thing. Might not be.
No. I had a bit of a thing with the mask actually on Saturday. As you know, Andy, we've been in communication since the last show, but. So over the weekend, as you're aware, I went to a big store here in the UK with my sister and my mother, my brother-in-law and my nephew, and we went to get some furniture and stuff from my sister's place. And the queues were absolutely enormous because, one, it was a Saturday. Two, everybody wants to be out now that we can go to the stores and things like that. So we're queuing for a little while. We get into the store, and obviously it's extremely busy, and we were in there for about 3.5 hours, and I gotta admit, by the time I'd come out, I felt not very good at all from being in such a warm environment, even though they had the ventilation for health and safety reasons. It was very warm in there, and by the time I come out with that mask on, it was just, it didn't feel good at all. When I took it off, and I was like, fresh air, this is incredible, and my poor mother felt extremely sick. For the rest of the night, she couldn't eat. And the next day, she still felt a little off. But I think the mask really impacted her, breathing back in the carbon monoxide, whatever it is. So I think that had some sort of effect on her, bless her. But she was perfectly fine after that. But she was fine going around the store. She had to keep lifting it a little underneath because of where it was so warm and felt like she couldn't breathe, and I had to do the same, in all honesty. And it really affected her. So she got out, she was just like, wow, I feel so sick. I said, it's okay, don't panic. But I think it's a relief for everybody to not be wearing masks, and I understand it. But I think it didn't feel very comfortable, but I can understand why we need it. And seeing those people walk around with masks on still when they don't need to be wearing masks, I think is beautiful of them to be that responsible. And because at the end of the day, even if they have been vaccinated, they're still possibly carrying the virus around and doing their duty to not pass it on to those who just can't be vaccinated for whatever reason. And it's protecting them a little more, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, I mean, they're talking about in the news actually over here today about kids in classrooms not having to wear masks. So that's going to be a thing. Whereas before there was a big debate as to whether they should be wearing masks in class and stuff like that. But one thing I did feel sorry for actually was when we was walking around the furniture store and I saw all the staff there. I thought, how do you work all day in this warm environment having to wear a mask? That blew me away. I really felt for them in that moment. Incredible.
You know what? You know what I'm thinking?
What's that?
Right now we are at a 48%. Is it 48%?
Yeah.
Of people. Let me see. Get this right. Yeah, 48% of the people in the U.S. have received at least one dose. And there's and many. I don't know what the number breakdown for the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. I don't know what the actual percentage is, because some vaccines obviously you only need one dose, right? So I keep saying Modelo. Would you please get me it's Moderna. Moderna. It's the Moderna vaccine.
Yeah.
The Moderna vaccine. Anyway, so the Moderna vaccine and the Pfizer vaccine both require 2 doses, right? And Johnson & Johnson is 1 dose, right?
Yeah.
So what we're looking at is just under 50% of the population has received at least one dose, but I don't know what the breakdown is because Johnson & Johnson only need one dose. But anyway, put that aside. So the target number is 70-80% of the population, I believe.
Right. Okay.
Right. So what they're saying now is that, and that's what they need for herd immunity. I'm just trying to understand this myself. So what they're saying now is that 70 or 80% might not be achieved because there's a reluctancy among many Americans to get a vaccine at all, any. And if that doesn't happen, then this herd immunity thing that we heard about, once you get a significant number of the population inoculated, that the virus will just dissipate over a period of time. It won't. But they're saying now, because the reluctancy of many, mostly, I think they broke it down to, there's a lot of, they broke it down politically and all this, and I'm not buying into that so much myself. Well, the Trump followers aren't getting inoculated. And come on. I don't know. I don't know if I'm buying into that. I mean, there might be some truth to it, but I'm not quite so sure. But anyway, the thing is that if that doesn't happen, then if we don't hit that 70% number, then this immunity thing, this herd immunity, where this virus will just dissipate amongst the population by itself. If once we get 80, 70 some percent of the population just immune to it, it'll start, disappearing. So the mask thing might be something we all adapt to and live with for an indefinite period of time, especially as the virus begins to and continues to mutate and change, and we don't know what exactly is going to happen to it. But we're talking about masks, it might be something that it might be a whole new way of life for our population, for our civilization, something that we do looking ahead. Okay, you go to a store, go to a restaurant, you go out, you just might have to wear a mask. It just might be the way it is.
Yeah. It's interesting, isn't it, that the whole shift that we've had of all of this has challenged so many things. Incredible when you actually sit and think about it. I know many of us are just like, we just want to get past it already. We're tired of hearing about the virus and tired of living in fear of it. And, I still see people avoiding each other dramatically here, even though the lockdown is easing quite a bit. And I went for my exercise, my walk the other day, and, because that day, one of our health secretary here in the UK was saying about the third wave possibly happening. No, it was Boris Johnson who said about the third wave, but the health secretary was saying that this South African variant could be very dangerous to us in the UK because its cases are still slowly increasing with that. And possibility of vaccine not working against it and blah, blah, blah. And so I saw the video. I was just like, great. That initial reaction is, that fearful one. And I analyzed that fearful response in myself. And I was like, no, you know what? I'm going to stop it in its tracks right there. And I'm just going to move away from it. Whatever happens, happens. All that we can do is protect ourselves the best way we can and move forward the best way we can. What will be, will be. So, how that's going to progress, I don't know, and I'm not going to focus on it. I am going to do my vaccination this week, my first one.
Good.
Good.
So
congratulations
on that. Wonderful.
Thank you. I keep hearing horror stories from my friends who've had the vaccine. Oh my God, I felt dreadful, and I'm like, I'm not even going to keep that in my mind because not everybody responds the same way. So, But I think everybody's just,
I'll tell you, we have something else popped up over the weekend. Yesterday, Mother's Day, Donald Trump has started his own platform to get his statements out because he's been kicked off of every other media, every other social service has banned him for appropriate reasons. We've been down there. We're not going to go there now, but obviously. So he started his own platform, and sure enough, on Mother's Day, yesterday he produces a statement, and it reads as follows: "Statement by Donald J. Trump, the 45th President of the United States of America." Yeah. Give me a break. Can you imagine Barack Obama or George Bush putting out a statement or saying something? I am the 42nd or 44th, whatever is President of America. And here's my just unbelievable, right? So this is what he said. So now even our Kentucky Derby winner, Medina Spirit, is a junkie because the allegations about some drugs that were found after she won the Kentucky Derby race, and they found So, and that's being it may have been for medication. Nobody that's being looked into. I don't follow the races of Kentucky Derby or anything else, but all I know is there's some controversy about some drugs that a winning horse may have been on when they won the race, which is illegal. Blah blah blah. Okay, now given that, so now even our Kentucky Derby winner, Medina Spirit, is a junkie. This is emblematic of what is happening to our country. The whole world is laughing at us as we go to hell on our borders, our fake presidential election, and everywhere else. Exclamation point. Is this written by crazy man?
Wow.
I think he's nuts.
But
anyway.
As if we needed reminding that he was the president, though. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Come on, Donald. Jesus Christ.
As if anybody forgot.
Yeah. A fake presidential election. He's still promoting this lie that it was stolen, that people didn't vote for Biden, that his popularity was much more significant than it was. That months and months ahead, and how many times we said, and not just us. I mean, it's been out there. Forget us, we're nothing, But what's been out there is that this guy's numbers were in the toilet for a long, long time, and there was no way he had a shot at winning this thing. It was predicted way in advance that he wasn't going to. His numbers were way down, and suddenly in his head, that was all fake. No, his numbers were. He was the most popular president. As a matter of fact, he was the best thing ever touched our great country and the world, for that matter. Since what did he say one time? The greatest thing since didn't he actually say since Jesus Christ or something like that? Greater than Lincoln or whatever? I don't know.
Yeah. I would hate
we
to
played it.
Put words there that I don't know, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we played that clip here. I am the greatest thing since
sliced bread.
Yeah. Or since at least this person.
I'm Julia Child. Bon appetit.
I love it. Bon appetit. Oh, beautiful.
Oh my God. Wow. So anyway.
So you was watching some movies and stuff. Yeah, I've watched two really good movies on Netflix recently.
Mm-hmm.
What are they called? So one of them was called I See You. Mm-hmm. That kept me guessing right until the end. It was very, very good. I'm not going to give the plot away. I think people really need to check that one out. It had me thinking it was one kind of genre, and then it kind of shifted a little. So it leads you to believe you're going in one direction, and it actually turns out you're going in another. And I really appreciated that, because a lot of movies these days can be slightly predictable here and there. But the other one I recommend is what was it called? How It Ends, which is an apocalypse type movie, which that was very good, and the ending was
tell me.
Questionable.
Questionable.
No,
right. Here, I have a question. I have a. Do you remember? Because we talked about, what was that Friday show? We started talking about scary movies. It's kind of a fun thing. I like this. But what we didn't mention Friday, what we forgot to mention, I forget what we talked about. I know we mentioned some cool movies Friday, going back to we talked about the Amityville Horror and The Blob and Night of the Living Dead and and some others. But we failed to talk about The Exorcist on Friday when we talked about the Amityville Horror. We talked about The Blob. We talked about what else? Night of the Living Dead and that guy Romero. What was his name? Ramirez or something. And also Paranormal Activity. But we did not talk about The Exorcist. And I have a number 2 movie here, just to give you a little clue, called Hereditary. But before we go into that number 2 rated movie, we have a caller. And let me hit this button here and get this caller in. We have a caller. We're always excited when we get a caller because we don't get many. You know what I mean? So anytime we get a caller, yay! Absolutely. Somebody's listening. All right, caller, welcome. You're on the Andy Demander Show. Welcome aboard.
Hello.
Hello.
Is this, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you, darling.
Okay. Well, the reason I'm calling is this. Is this the Andy and Amanda Show to begin with?
Yes.
I think it is.
All right,
that's right, Andy?
I think.
Yeah.
I'm Amanda. No, I'm Andy. I'm sorry. No, that's Amanda. I'm Andy. Had to check.
Yeah. I have, excuse me, I have been officially, I have to tell you, before we do anything else, that I have been assigned to investigate your particular show. Your show's on Blog Talk Radio.
Yes.
And there's been a complaint that my agency in Washington has to follow up on.
Ooh.
My name is Charles, and I'm with the FBNF agency. And the complaint is this. First off, let me tell you what the agency is all about. When people come to us for a complaint, we have to follow up in order to maintain the integrity of the Blog Talk Radio platform. So that's why I'm here, and I have to investigate, and I have to inform you of that before anything else commences. Yes, Andy, you were wondering what?
Because I was kind of all the stuff that we do on the show and everything that we've been doing all along, and the clips that we have and all that. I was wondering if we were kind of treading water, and something might come down the road.
To a certain degree, you and your co-host Amanda have, and now I will reveal to you exactly what the purpose of my mission is. Again, I'm with the FBNF agency in Washington. I am calling from a different district, and the agency is the Federal Bureau of No Fun. No fun. Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's scary. That's as scary as these scariest movies we're talking about. That's spooky.
Yeah, probably.
Tell me.
All fun is because you guys are all fooling. This is Joe.
Joe.
Yeah. Whatever. Joe.
Joe. Oh my God.
Joe.
I was thinking because I know we get away with some pretty. We put some stuff on the show which we kind of. We crossed this little thin line here, playing some stuff, and I'm thinking somebody's going to call somebody someday and say, "Hey, these guys are kind of like, you know."
No. I haven't listened to the show all that many times, but the shows that I have listened to, in which I've been on, you haven't crossed any lines whatsoever. You should actually be on the shows that I go to or that I've co-hosted. A couple of them we've had to put as X-rated because we do allow certain lack of limitations, you might say. But your show...
Is it okay to take an orgasm?
No, that's one of them. Because if we don't achieve that third orgasm, we feel like we failed each other. You know what I mean?
Well, you had a doing it, Joe. I got to admit.
Yes. You did.
What
You
was
had me
that?
scared, man. That was scary.
Oh, yeah.
That was scary.
Not as scary as The Exorcist. You know what? When I saw The Exorcist, I wasn't scared at all.
Really?
It didn't scare me. Really.
Wow.
I like the music. I thought Linda Blair was doing a good job as a teenage, person who was involved with the devil. Second orgasm.
Yeah.
So I thought that was okay, but other than that, it wasn't that scary. So a lot of people were scared. I would have thought Halloween, or what would be the other really scary movie? There's
Halloween. Joe, I should send you a picture. Joe, I should get your email so I can send you this picture. I sent Jason in Halloween. Jason.
Right.
The house in the movie is, I don't know, about 3-minute walk from my house here.
Was that right?
In California. Yeah.
Oh.
And on Halloween, I was telling Amanda on Friday. It was you missed Friday show. It was a fun time. I was telling Amanda on Friday that on Halloween, it's amazing. This town comes alive. I mean, they block off streets and put, people just. This is Hollywood. I mean, people just. You wouldn't believe Halloween. Right. It took on a new, incredible. But anyway. Where the Halloween house is, Jason's house, where they made the movie, a guy gets dressed up and puts the mask on with the knife, and people in the stage, and people gather around cameras, and he does lots of things. It's so cool. Halloween is cool in this town, here in Pasadena area in California. Very cool. I got another scary movie for you, and I don't know of this one. It's rated as number 2 from IMDb, the movie actor site. Number 2 is a movie called Hereditary.
Oh.
Never heard
Anybody
of it.
here? Neither have I.
No,
A grieving family is haunted by tragic, disturbing occurrences. I never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
No.
What about Hellraiser? That was.
Hellraiser, yeah.
Yeah.
Hellraiser.
Very scary. Yeah. And then,
And how
if you're going to go for a different genre, what about, well, actually, it's not a different genre, but remember Candyman?
Yes.
Well, that's a horror movie.
It's a horror.
Yeah,
yes.
no. I was thinking of something else at the time, and then I kind of panned back to Candyman.
Oh,
but
okay.
The other one I was thinking of was more The Lost Boys. I don't really see it as a horror movie as such, I guess. I see it as slightly different, but The Lost Boys was classic.
Oh, God, you remind. I don't know if that's the name, but you reminded. Go ahead, Amanda.
That's okay.
I will tell you of a scary TV movie that I saw.
Oh, okay.
And it might be, it could be The Lost Boys, but what it was, oh my God, it was about a bunch of kids who were like 12 or 13 years old. They were about 4 or 5 of them, and they were in a van, and the van capsizes, so they escape from the van, and it's down the road, and they pop inside the house, and the owner and his girlfriend or his wife, I forget which. They see them and they ask, what are they doing there? And they say, well, our van capsized and we had no place to go because we're miles away from where we wanted to go. So I hope that you don't mind that we came in. So they're so nice and polite. And the guy and the girl say, okay, why don't you stay for a little bit? And then, of course, we'll call your parents and call the school you came from, et cetera, et cetera. But what it was about was that all these kids escaped from a mental institution for the criminally insane.
Oh, wow.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
No, I can't say I've ever seen or heard it.
Yeah, even though they were 12 and 13. So what happened was they have these very, very thin egos. And if you do anything to criticize them, they will kill you.
Wow.
Jeez.
It was a good TV movie. So I don't know if it's called The Lost Boys, but I'll take a look at IMDb now. I'm actually at my PC.
Yeah.
Go to IMDb, 100 Scariest Movies of All Time. And you can look me up, too, by the way. Anyway, no. Because I'm in all of them. They show my face at the end of it. No respect at all. Know what I mean?
Pilots, I understand, and it's one of the scariest pilots of all time. I'll look you up. Okay.
The number, so if you found it, Joe, you can follow along with me. I'd say The Exorcist, Hereditary. Number 3 is The Witch.
Well, I haven't found the category yet. About let me go to another browser.
It's 100 scariest movies of all time. It's
probably on the right-hand side, but it all depends upon the browser you use.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, that was a scary one.
It says, by far one of the scariest movies I've seen. This horrific film is very gory and disturbing and very chaotic and suspenseful. The film.
How about Alien? Alien scared people.
Alien. Oh my God, Sigourney Weaver. That's not on here. That was a great movie. That was great.
Mm-hmm.
I got it. You know something? Because I don't know who did this list because I don't think this list on IMDb is. This is created in 2017 by King Anthrax, whoever that might be. IMDb.
King Anthrax. What a name.
That's what it says.
King
That's what it says. It was updated 5 months ago.
That's like having a name called. That's like having a name called Mama Arsenic.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th is The Lighthouse. Ever heard of a movie called The Lighthouse or High Tension or Us? I never heard of these movies.
No.
Top box office, but I don't see anything here that says the scariest movies.
This can't be rated by anything official because it's IMDb. But
usually they have things like that at the right hand side of because I go to IMDb often, and they usually have something like that, which is written up by people who people like us who like to and they usually have some sort of commentary, but I don't see the category. I see Hollywood romances, our favorite couples, upcoming superhero movies. Oh boy.
Yeah.
From your watch list. I don't see any. I see fan favorites. I don't see anything about horror movies.
Let me go to another. Search best scary movies. And maybe it'll come up.
Okay, I'll put that in the search engine.
Yeah, do search best scary movies. And it came up number 1 on IMDb.
Oh, you mean you put that in Google, right?
Yeah.
Best scary
and then
movies?
IMDb came up.
Okay.
Oh, here's another
Okay, let me do
IMDb.
that.
You know something? No, you know what? These are, I got it. Because I wasn't quite sure how this works. These are, because our listeners might be following along too. Here's how this works. Here's another one by Pacino, not Al Pacino. OMI, Ami de Pacino or something. So these are personal recommendations for the 100 best horror movies. This is nothing by any kind of famous critic or any well-known IMDb website. This is just individuals on 100 best picks. Because this person has number 1, The Shining, then the others, then it must be Dawn of the Dead. I'm assuming a typo.
What were the keywords you put into Google? Scary movies. What else?
I put best horror movies.
Best horror movies. Okay.
But no, I put best scary movies. Best scary movies.
Scary movies. Okay.
Yeah. See what comes up. Amanda, are you near your computer?
I am. I'm in front of mine, my darling.
What comes up for you when you put best scary movies in?
Well, I've got the 200 best horror movies in front of me, and so at number 1 we have Psycho.
Yeah, that's what we said Friday. That's what we said on Friday's show.
Yeah.
Psycho was like...
And there's a lot of other ones that I haven't heard of, actually, that are in the top 10, which is incredible.
Yeah, right.
We've got number 2 is a movie called Get Out, which was in 2017, actually. Supposedly funny and scary and thought-provoking. I don't know a lot of these names on here, but then you've got like the big names that we already know of. But they've mixed a lot of the latest ones in with the more older ones as well. They've actually classed Jaws as number 12.
And Mary Poppins is number 10 here.
Of course, yeah. Mary pop a cap in your ass. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. I like the background. It's not Mary Poppins, but okay.
Oh, I must hit the wrong button. I'm just getting used to this here. I thought I was hitting Mary Poppins. Sorry.
Frankenstein.
The kitchen knife.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see that movie you're on about, Andy. Hereditary.
See it?
It was made in 2018, and its class is number 18 on the top 200.
I never heard of it.
No.
Neither.
That might leave in the minds of some of our viewers and listeners a connotation of which would be inaccurate.
Yeah.
See,
even Nixon knows.
Nixon wouldn't know.
Yeah. We've reached out. We've had some incredible conversations with the late president. It's been wonderful.
Wow.
I think we are the only show that he's actually communicated with to give us his impressions and his.
You have been channeling him, haven't you?
We have.
We have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember the movie Christine?
No,
I like
the car.
I did.
I
I
heard
like
the
that.
name.
About the car.
Yeah. So the car comes to life. My goodness, that's just a classic in my eyes. I absolutely love that movie. So good.
I think he's coming to another comment here.
When people are pounded night after night, it naturally shakes their confidence.
Thank you, Dick.
For some people, it increases their confidence, Andy. Oh, The Birds, 1963. Do you remember that movie?
Oh, The Birds, another Hitchcock. Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know who his daughter is, right?
No.
Pardon?
Oh, wait, I think I'm. Who?
Tippi Hedren's daughter.
Oh.
Who?
Melanie Griffith, if I remember correctly.
Wait a minute.
Oh, okay.
Wait, Melanie Griffith is whose daughter?
Tippi Hedren's daughter is Melanie Griffith, I believe.
Who's Tippi Hedren?
She was in The Birds.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say, hey, Evelyn Smith, her daughter happened to be, Rhonda McHenry.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember her.
Yeah.
Sure I do.
Yeah. Yeah, did I tell you that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Well, I got
sure.
the 65 greatest horror movies of the 21st century by the Rolling Stone, and then Rotten Tomatoes, and Harper Bazaar, and IndieWire, but nothing here from IMDb, which kind of surprises me.
Wow.
Variety,
House of
too.
Wax. House of Wax, 1953.
What is it?
House of Wax. That was
House of Wax. Oh, that's
I remember that.
Right.
Vincent
Price.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great movie. Vincent
It's
Price is
amazing.
a
I can
legend.
remember all these names, but I can't remember what I did 5 minutes ago.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I just hate it when that happens. Ooh,
I-
these movies.
Yeah, a lot of these, I don't know a lot of these movies here.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Wow.
I remember that.
Oh, that was a great one.
Donald Sutherland.
Yes.
Donald Sutherland. Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. Amazing.
That was the
1978.
second version. You've got to see the first version with Kevin McCarthy.
Oh, right. Right.
1959 or the 1960 version.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Whoa, you talk about a prophetic movie.
Yeah. We have another caller coming in here. Let me think. Here we go. Is it? I better not guess.
A movie critic.
We got a movie critic online here. I think we do from New York or Hollywood. Is this the movie critic? Hello. You're on the Andy and Amanda show.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's me.
Hey, darling. How you doing, darling?
Back.
He's back.
Here.
Here's Johnny.
What's up, guys?
Right.
People are sick.
Yes. We are talking
What I say is what I say.
Yes, what I say is what I say.
What I say. How you doing, darling? You okay?
I'm doing great, guys. I miss you guys a lot, man. I've been, listening to this show. I really, truly miss you guys, and I was like, you know what? I just text Andy. I was like, Andy, I need to hear your voice again.
Oh, thank you. Well, you've come into we were just talking about how many sex partners we've had. We're just having this amazing converation.
The fact that I will have by the end, more than 300 first term. Think of it.
300. What is that? 300.
Why I called in.
You guys.
I would say I
with
had
that kind
my
of number,
share.
Trump's an amateur.
Yeah.
I had my share.
What all he's had?
And after that, I
300?
plead
Jesus.
300 of them. Because it
This takes years and years and years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
They should open up.
They should.
They should
That would make
open up.
Open up. Open up, girlie. Open up, girlie.
You boys.
Oh,
just
man.
like, what am I going to do with you?
We're on a roll. No, Cornell, we were just talking about how many sex partners we've had. No, actually, no, I'm kidding with you. We weren't. We're talking scary movies. We're going through different people's ratings and rankings, IMDb and other lists of who's rated their top 10 or so scary movies, and kind of cool, kind of cool. I was a big fan of shock films. It's like, edge of your seat adventure action. It doesn't have to be scary. It can also be a good, action adventure movie, that kind of thing.
Kathy Bates in The Misery. Oh my goodness. Do you remember that movie?
Joe dropped again.
Yes.
Joe dropped again. We have some internet issues with some of our callers. But Joe, I hope you're listening and call.
He does it through the app, doesn't he? I think that could be why.
I don't know. It's a shame because we've had other callers come in. They come in, they go. I think I've told you before. They'll light up and I'll say we have a caller, and then they're not here, or we call up, they don't hear us, and they drop. We got two other callers, and they just disappear. We're on the internet. Yeah. We have a lot of fun doing what we do. This is the Andy and Amanda Show. 515-605-9888. Because you really can't call in, it must be a fake. Because we can't seem to get people to last on the show too long, they drop. But no. That's not true all the time. Seriously, folks, our number is 515-605-9888. We do have a few open lines. Joe's probably going to try to join us again here. We hope he does. If you're listening, Joe, try it again. And I don't know why calls drop. Amanda had an issue getting in today. Joe had an issue getting in today. I don't know what the problem is on our Monday shows here on Blog Talk Radio, but as Joe said, it is Blog Talk Radio, and I will not comment any further than that. Because we are looking to get on Sirius XM or a syndicated show because we have. I'm going to do a little plug for us because I think we are deserving of a plug. We work hard to do this. People might not know it, but we really do, and we have a fun time doing what we do.
Yes.
And, we're flies on the wall. And we talk about what concerns and issues in politics and government and things that are going on, and we have fun too. We talk about relationships, we talk about sports, we talk about cars, we're talking about movies now. And as you would, going to a bar, sitting down with a bunch of people and having a conversation. And we have conversations, and it's kind of, we like to think that we can create an environment where you can join the conversation, make a difference, say what's on your mind, get it off your shoulders, express what's bothering you, or express what's making you laugh. And we provide that here on the show. And our number to do it is 515-605-9888. We are looking to expand this show, and we are looking to put together a funding program in order to do that, and which could take the show either on a, hey, we all get jobs on a radio station, or we just take the show ourselves and continue to do what we're doing, but take it to a more, to the airwaves. Of course, we got to tame it down. We know that, FCC and so forth, but we'd be delighted to do that and can do that. And we think the show with thousands and thousands of followers and listeners, not all at the same time, we're aware of that, but since we've been doing this, just thousands and thousands of listeners and followers who've commented and told us and emailed and had conversations after they've been a guest on the show. Man, this is great. This is fun. And we don't know. It's not like we know what we're doing. We're not professionals doing this. You probably know that by now. Who are these folks? But why are you listening to us? You could have turned us off, and you're not. See, you're still here.
Yes.
Just so that
See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These people are sick.
But now
we're going to get money because we want the money.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You follow? So
yes.
Stay tuned because we're putting. What do you call it? A Patreon. We're going to have a Patreon. We're minimum pocket change contributions every month. $5, $10, $20, $50, $100 would be great. Whatever. Every month will enable us to expand this program, get the word out, advertise, promote. You become part of it. This is public radio on the internet, and we want to take it further. And we talk about it, behind the scenes. We're on the phone. We're going back and forth. Boom, we got to take this thing to the next level. And we feel that the best way to do it is to get our listeners and get our followers and those thousands who we know are out there involved in what we're doing. Make the show yours. Let's do this together. We can do it. We can make a difference. So again,
absolutely. And who knows? With your help with funding and things like that, maybe we can go completely independent and do something very special with what we have.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Mm-hmm. And we're looking for interns.
And we are looking for interns, production interns. You want to learn how to do this? You want to learn how radio works? We will show you and have you help with our show. And boy, I'll tell you, if you can help us make this thing happen, you'll go out and get a job doing something pretty great. And you'll have experience, and we'll give you that experience here. So we are looking for some production interns. We're looking for some writers, copywriters, and folks who can help with production and producing audio clips. And we'll give you the ins and outs and the roads and tell you how all this works and what we do here and how radio works, how production works on the radio station, because we do have one here. Believe it or not, even though it's on the internet. And if you want to join us and get the experience and then, go out into the world down the road, whatever your major might be, journalism or broadcast or, communications, and when you walk into that job, you'll have an idea of what to do, how to work a recording studio and editing audio and producing audio and blah, blah, blah. You'll get all that experience here. And so if you know of anybody, parents of college kids that might be listening to us right now somewhere, email us, andyandamandashow@gmail.com, and we'll help your, that student or you, if it's you, and want to get out there and learn how all this is done. Anyway.
Absolutely.
Gosh.
Yeah.
So why do we talk about that now? Because the person who just joined us, Cornell Butler, is actually the coordinator of the show. Whenever he joins us, I'm like, God, we gotta. Cornell wants the show to happen, and Cornell introduced Amanda and I. Even though none of us have ever met, but we have this incredible allegiance to the person who made it all happen, who's on the line with us, Cornell. And whenever he joins us, I'm like,
You people are sick.
Cornell knows every single line we play here. We don't even need to play them anymore because Cornell knows them. He just gets on, and and he does it.
Much too rough.
Yeah, much too rough. Mm-hmm.
I'll answer the question.
Well, go ahead, Dad. Uh-huh.
Yes. That was me.
You are a fucking moron.
Well, I would go that far.
That's me too.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yes, it is. When I'm calling you at 2 o'clock in the morning. 2 o'clock in the morning. Did you? Hey, what's the numbers?
Oh.
You want to know our numbers? Yeah, we should talk about what numbers are. I think we're just under 2,000 right here on Blog Talk. We're starting to approach 2,000 on Blog Talk, and I think what we were. I don't know on our distribution, but I know it's up there around. I don't know, Cornell. I don't know what it is. What was
20,000.
That's what I was going to say. I knew it was. I was going to say somewhere around 20,000, 15,000, but right in there. Yeah, right in there. Pretty
Worldwide.
Cool. Yeah, around the world, 16 countries. Yeah. Oh, and also, I want to welcome. We have new listeners. We are in Australia already, but our numbers boosted in Australia over the weekend. I was going to tell you guys that.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
Yeah. Our numbers boosted us to in the. They're now recording in the single-digit percentiles, where before they were just 1-2%. Now they're elevating in Australia. So welcome. You guys are tuning in. You girls, you guys down there, down under.
Our cousins, the UK's cousins. Yeah.
There we go.
That is awesome.
Thank you so much.
We are so humble.
We are so humble.
I recently had sex with this guy.
When I hear of these people wanting to listen to us, it does humble you. You kind of think to yourself, what is it that's so special, about us that people want to take their precious time out of their day and dedicate it to listening to what we have to say. And that's just that's a beautiful thing, and I'm very grateful, as I'm sure I know my co-host is. I know Cornell is. Mm-hmm. That's just incredible. Thank you, guys. We really, truly appreciate you.
We do.
Cornell who?
Oh, well.
Mm-hmm.
Cornell who? You.
I have no further use for you.
Mm-hmm. Cornell.
Well, I really
Why have you come here?
Guys. Yeah, that guy, man. He don't like me.
Doesn't sound like he likes many people, in all fairness.
I mean, I was like, yo, dude, I want some water. He's like, why are you here? For some water. And he was like, yo, dude, that joke suck.
I'm like, moving right along.
I was talking about movies and everything. That was
we
great,
were.
Man. One of my
we were running down a
movies.
list. Before we were so rudely interrupted by what's it Cornell. We were having a good conversation before,
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
No.
Next time you hear from me, it'll be tomorrow.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick.
Cornell, you saw the movie Candyman, right?
Oh, I love that movie, man. That was me.
I know, right? When I was, when I was a kid, when you see and you hear about these horror movies when you're children, and everybody wants to see them when you're kids. It's like, oh, did you see that? My parents let me see this, and I remember when I saw Candyman, my friends were doing that scene where they looked in the mirror and they were saying Candyman, and we were all like freaked out, thinking it was gonna happen.
I just look at Amanda. I just look in the mirror and I'll be like, dang. You look like Candyman. When I wake up in the morning, I'm like, geez, you don't have to say it 3 times or 5 times. I just look at myself and I'm like, oh my God.
What's that other thing? Was it from another movie where somebody looked in the mirror, but it was to do with a woman, and they would say her name like 3 times? Not Mary. I don't think it's something to. What was
Bloody Mary or something like that?
Yes, Bloody Mary. It was Mary. Yeah, Bloody Mary. What was that from? Was that a horror movie?
No.
Yes.
No.
Was it?
No.
Bloody Mary?
Yes. No.
No.
It's a drink, right?
It's what?
It's a drink. It's a drink.
Yeah, I know it's a drink. I'm sure I saw something. I don't know if it was a movie or a TV episode of some sort of. It could have been from Supernatural, actually, the TV series Supernatural, with Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki or whatever his name is. And they had an episode in that where they said about the legend of Bloody Mary, and they did the same thing with looking in the mirror and saying her name 3 times or something like that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. That's what it is. Yeah.
It's like Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, something like that.
That's right. Yeah, and then somebody hands you a drink.
Yeah, and then they pass the drink. I want my Bloody Mary.
Now for Andy, it was rum.
Yeah, rum.
Yes.
Oh, Cornell, are you a rum drinker by any chance?
What'd you say?
Are you a rum drinker? Do you drink rum?
Yes, of course.
Do you ever hear of a rum called plantation rum?
Plantation rum. It must have came out in the 1600s.
Many times that way.
I ain't bringing no race thing into this conversation now. No.
I wasn't born, Andy.
They have destroyed my servant.
No, listen. No, seriously, it's okay. Aside, it's called plantation rum. It reintroduced me to rum. You know, because normally I go to the store if I'm going to make a rum drink, which I thought was a margarita. I had no idea it was a margarita. We had to look it up. You missed the earlier part of the show. But rum is in like a coconut something. What do you call that drink with a coconut in it? Coconut and rum. What's it called? Coconut and rum.
Probably just coconut rum.
Coconut rum?
It's got a name. Come on.
No, I know what you're talking about, Andy.
It's a popular drink.
In Jamaica, I think they sell it. Is it like white rum or something like that?
No. I mean, when you miss like it usually comes in a frozen drink, and it's coconut and rum. It's got a name. Oh man. I'm gonna have to look that up too. I hate doing this live on the show, looking things up like I'm.
Okay.
No.
Oh, what's it called? Okay, here we go. The ape. Okay, I'm again. I have, I tell it like it is. I'm looking this up. Excuse me, and it says the Cola Kai coconut rum. Wait a minute, let me see. No, I don't know. It's not saying Bacardi coconut rum, coconut cart. It's not giving me the name of the drink. It's a pina colada.
Okay.
How can I forget pina coladas? Of course, our listeners are probably out there because they're listening on the podcast. They can't call in and tell me, hey, dude, pina colada. Of course, that's what I was saying. It's a very popular drink, and I couldn't think of the name of it. Okay, getting back to what I was saying. Normally, when you buy shelf rums, I'm going to mix it with something, and I don't spend a lot of money on the rum because you're mixing it with something. And why spend $40 for a bottle of rum when you're mixing it with a whole bunch of other things and you wouldn't know the difference? But here is what I learned on Saturday. It makes a huge difference what kind of rum you buy. And this rum, one of many fine rums, is called plantation rum, and really, really good. That's all I can tell you. Smooth as can be. It just redefines what rum is. Anyway, we spent enough time on the show talking about rum, I think.
Here I come to save the day.
Thank you. We need it.
Do you like pina coladas?
Yeah.
That's very amusing, yes.
Yes. If you like pina colada,
getting caught in the rain. Oh, that's such a cool song.
It's another Monday. Yes.
Another Monday. You know what I love about this show, guys?
What's that?
I'm sitting here. You could call up. You could get on the internet and listen to the radio show. I'm sitting here on the radio show smoking a cigarette and listening to the program, and I'm on the program. It's so great.
Yeah.
That's cool, right?
This is an open platform. 515-605-9888. Join the show. What's your favorite scary movie? That's kind of like what we're talking about. We go from here to there, but basically the theme of the show is is kind of scary movies. Like, what's our picks? What are other people's picks? And we've discovered some titles that none of us have ever heard of that are highly rated scary movies. Like, what do we call it? That now, yeah, there was an original one, I remember, and then they had a remake of it, right? And then they had, from the remake of it, they made some other chainsaw movies. You know, they tend to do that in Hollywood. Oh, this is a real success. Let's keep going with this because it was, you know. And this one's a great movie.
On Top Riding.
That was a great one. Anybody see that?
I think that movie got a Oscar.
Shut up and drink your gin.
Let's see that one.
Nightmare on Elm Street. That was one that was.
Yeah.
You know, again, my friends, we used to go around singing "Freddy's Coming for You," you know, and used to scare my friends with that. It was so funny. And I remember doing that one night with my friend, and then she came to me the next day and she's like, you know, I couldn't sleep last night. I kept looking at my door thinking like Freddy Krueger was going to come through it. And I'm sorry. It's so funny. It's fine. Anybody seeing evil's freaking me. Yeah,
The Exorcist. That was number 1 rated. We talked about that one earlier. That had number 1. Yeah.
Andy, I still can't watch that movie. I'm still scared to watch that movie. Man.
Really?
I'm like,
really?
Yes, because the unknown and everything, and this. You know what part got me when she? I think it was part 3 when she walked down the steps. And it's just her face, man. Her face looks like me when I wake up after I drink some pina colada.
Yeah. I was saying to Andy a little earlier before you got onto the show that over here in the UK, when that first came out in the movie theatres, they had priests stood outside handing out leaflets saying, don't go in. People have committed suicide from watching this movie.
That's right.
People were actually throwing up in the movie theatres whilst watching it because they'd never seen anything like it before. That was just incredible.
The weirdest thing for me, when I saw the movie, my head spun completely around.
Wow.
And that's, I could believe that. And they
completely
said the people that filmed the movie had really real issues after filming the movie.
I heard that too. I remember that movie. It was,
I can't go near pea soup after that. You know,
pea soup.
Yeah,
pea soup. You know what we should do, Amanda? Let's do some homework. You know how we every once in a while we do this behind the scenes and the making of. Why don't we do a behind the scenes on Wednesday of the making of The Exorcist and join us?
That'd be great.
All right.
I've already shared one fact with you guys on previous show about the director firing off that gun to scare everybody to make them look shocked. That was epic. So it would be good to go through the facts of. Yeah,
so stay tuned for another behind the scenes. That's a little section of our show that we integrate every once in a while. We go behind. Where's my reverb? Behind the scenes. On Wednesday's show, we'll do that. Here's the RT, which is a movie rating service, which has the top 100 horror movies. And there's a billion lists out there, but this is pretty authentic here. And the genre of horror films, based on the number of reviews, right? Based on the number of reviews. Okay, so this is kind of cool. You know, based on how many reviews the movie's received. A movie called, number 1 is a movie called Us, 2019.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. That was a good movie.
I don't think I've seen that.
Another movie, number 2, is a movie called Get Out, 2017.
That's the same.
That sounds familiar.
Us.
Is it?
Yeah,
Get Out. I don't mean Get Out. I mean Get Out. I mean Get Out. Go on. Get Out. Whatever. Never mind. All right.
Yeah.
Get
the fuck out, right?
Get out of here. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The next one's called A Quiet Place. That's number 3.
Oh, I've seen that one.
I heard the title.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Oh, and who can forget the night? Oh my God, I remember studying this film back in a film class I took way back in school. Oh my God, how can you forget this? Who remembers? You guys might not remember this because when I studied in film class, if it weren't for the film class, I would have never heard of it. It was called The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, 1920.
You know, I've not heard of that one.
Oh my God!
But I'm going to check it out.
Oh my God! The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, 1920 movie. You got to see it. And this is when
it sounds scientific.
It was great because these are what. Do you remember the werewolf and Frankenstein and Dracula and the Mummy?
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about the black and white 30s, late 20s.
Fantastic.
Like the monsters.
Oh,
That's even more creepy.
Oh yeah, because then they don't have all that digital special effect technology that we have today to integrate into making motion pictures. So the way they did it back then almost made it more real. Oh, it was almost more real.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love that. Cause we were saying on the last show we were talking about the Changeling and how simple they kept it. Yeah, because the simplicity about all the special effects gave it that edge of realness, and it kept you in suspense. And I just loved that. I loved it.
How about the movie Phantasm?
Ooh, yeah. That's a blast from the past.
What'd you say? What is it?
Phantasm.
What'd you say?
It's a movie called Phantasm. You got to watch that. It's
I thought you said something else. I'm sorry.
We know what you were thinking, Andy.
Yeah. I think Andy was the eye that was killing people. It was
a great scary movie.
A peeping eye.
Did you ever see that movie called 1408? With I think it's possibly a remake, but it starred John Cusack. He went to stay in this room in a hotel, which was number 1408, and he couldn't get out of the room. He was trying to find his way out, and things kept changing up in the room, and he thought he was hallucinating. It was a very good movie, very, very good movie. I think Samuel L. Jackson was in it as well.
If y'all want to watch something that's real scary, watch the documentary of Aleister Crowley.
Oh
my God!
Wow. I might pass on that.
So ready for this? Number one was Us Two's Get Out, then A Quiet Place, Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Then remember the original 1933 King Kong.
Oh my goodness!
The original one, black and white, 1933. Color, black and white. Remember he climbs the Empire State Building, blah blah blah. Then they remade it way later on. He climbs the World Trade Center in New York. But the original King Kong. Number 6 is, oh my God, this is another one. I remember studying this in film class too. Wow. Oh my God, this is fantastic. The original Dracula, the original very first one was called Nosferatu.
Yes.
Nosferatu. Oh my God, it was amazing. 1922.
Wow.
He really looked like Dracula. His ears, everything looked scary.
It was great. And Nosferatu is, in English, is the vampire. Directed by, oh my gosh, oh my goodness. He did some great films. It was a silent movie. It was Max Schreck played the vampire. It was, oh my God, who directed it? I don't remember. Anyway.
Oh, Rosemary's Baby. Remember that one?
Oh my God, yes.
1968. Yes. My goodness, that was.
Oh my God.
That was a movie. Wow.
Yes.
Mia Farrow. Wow.
Mia Farrow, of course. Oh, and we talked about Psycho on Friday, but what we didn't hit. You remember this one? Again, this is a more recent remake of the original black and white film and a subsequent TV series called The Invisible Man.
Yes. Incredible.
How many of us have thought about what it would be like to be invisible just for a day? What would you do?
Oh my goodness, I thought about that quite often.
I know, right?
Oh my gosh, Andy, what would you do?
The mind boggles, doesn't it? I mean, there's so many exciting things you could do with that, but at the same time, I think it would become really tiresome in the end. I don't know, but you could have so much fun doing that. I mean, I think the thing that jumps into everybody's mind, first of all, isn't it? It's just spying on the things that you're just not meant to see, like people getting undressed or,
Yeah.
Doing the naughty. Yeah.
Andy, what would you do, Andy?
He says laughing. You know what's coming.
A new political regime is planned.
Yes. It's the ultimate fly on the wall experience.
I would quite frankly go to the library.
Why?
Thank you. Why not?
Can't you do that anyway?
Oh yeah. That's something I never do though. So what was invisible? Maybe I could.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
do you remember a movie called Bad cock. Well, of course.
Bad what?
No.
Oh my God.
No.
I don't.
No. That didn't come out right. I'm sorry. Bad.
Yeah, I'm like,
Bad.
okay.
Bad.
That could go so many ways.
Brad Cook. Brad Cock. Brad.
Oh
Never mind.
my
Let's skip that one. Brad. Let's skip that one. Right.
I'm seeing a chickie with an attitude right now, and the obvious.
And of course,
Yeah,
the
right.
1931 film, the original 1931 movie called Frankenstein.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Black and white.
Yep. And we talked about Hereditary. On this list, that movie Hereditary, which is number 2 on that IMDb list, is number 13 here. I still never heard of it. 1918, Hereditary.
Yeah.
And you ever hear of a movie called Let the Right One In, 2008?
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Wow.
That just
I
really.
I thought that was a subsequent film to Debbie Does Dallas. I thought that was a
Yeah, that's like a freaky title.
Let the Right One In. I thought that was. And then there's another one called It Follows, which was a subsequent to. What's It Follows from? It was a sequel to Follow Me.
Yeah.
Follow Me. Wait.
Oh, what about The Fly?
Oh my God! With of course Jeff
Jeff Goldblum.
Yes, that was great.
Yeah.
That was
oh my
good
God!
film.
Yeah.
That was
great
really
movie.
good.
And how about
Dr.
the Silence of
Jekyll
the
and Mr.
Lambs?
Hyde. Yes,
Silence of the Lambs. 1991 with their you know what I mean, the actor.
Yes.
Come on.
Hawkins.
It must
Anthony Hopkins and.
Yeah, of course.
Hawkins. Yeah, Anthony Hopkins. Yeah.
What's her name? I forget her name. Jodie Foster.
Jodie Foster. Anthony Hopkins.
Jodie
Scott
Foster,
Glenn.
that's
Ed
it.
Levine. Anthony Heald and Brooke Smith. Yes.
Didn't they do a really good job in that series of movies, though? The way they kept them going, like with the last one was Red Dragon. No, the last one was the where it's based on Hannibal, so they called it Hannibal, right? But the one before that, I think, was Red Dragon, which was I think the third in the series.
Great.
Yeah.
Here's another, guys. Blast from the past. 1968. Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah,
I just mentioned
that was great.
With Mia Farrow.
With Mia Farrow. Yeah, it came up as number 21. You talked about that one.
21. Okay.
21. Mm-hmm. And then 22 is Eyes Without a Face.
Okay.
Never heard of
That's
it?
the name of a song, right? Eyes Without a Face.
Eyes Without a Face is such a disgrace. I'm sorry. And then there's another movie. Never heard of it. It's 23. It's called Pan's Labyrinth, 2006. 239 reviews. Never heard of it.
Yeah. No. Well, yeah. I mean, this is a bit of a funny one. But I wouldn't have put that up there with that.
No, and you know, didn't I mention The Invisible Man? The 2020 is was number 8. Ready? Number 25 is the original 1933 Invisible Man.
Okay. Huh.
26 is a 2020 film called Host. Never heard of it?
Yes.
And The Witch. Never heard of it? 2016, The Witch. Never heard of it? A Cabin in the Woods, 2012. I heard of that. Anybody hear of that? The Cabin in the Woods?
Oh, The Host is where a group of friends hire a medium to do a seance over a Zoom call or something like that. It's a really up-to-date one based on current circumstances with the lockdown and everything like that.
Oh,
so
wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that got 100% rating. I got to catch it. I guess.
Really?
I got to see it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then 2016 film called The Witch.
Right. I've not seen that one.
Then Cabin in the Woods. We're at 28. Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah, I've seen that one. That was quite good.
Don't Look Now. It. Possessor, Relic, The Birds. We talked about Young Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Amazing. I don't know why that's on a horror flick list. Amazing. Godzilla, 1954, the original one.
Wow.
The Vanishing. Ready or Not, Drag Me to Hell. The Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. That sounds like a House of Wax. We talked about on Friday, I think.
Yeah.
The Fly, we already talked about. Dracula, the original one, 31. Anyway, the list goes on and on, but those are, we're running out of time. I can go on forever here, but the That's fun. This is fun. I like doing this. This is fun time.
You know, one movie I will mention before we come off the air is The Ring. That set a trend as well, didn't it, when that came out?
Yeah.
With the lady with the black hair. And, you know, you saw so many videos posted online of people trying to replicate the same thing. That set a whole trend going in the movie industry. But that was incredible.
And actually, we have a little bit extra time here because we had a technical thing in the beginning of the show that creates more time at the end of the show. So hey, we don't have to leave right now. We go on. Anyway, how are you, Amanda?
I'm good. Thank you.
How you doing, Cornell?
I'm doing all.
I have to go out, and I will not be back until after sundown tomorrow.
So you guys take over. I'll see you.
All right.
What?
Fine.
What? Mm-hmm.
Enjoy your Kona beer.
Yeah.
Kona beer. Oh, you should have got me started. Oh my God. That's another thing I did over the weekend. Kona beer, folks. We've talked about that almost every show, but we wouldn't if it wasn't that good. It really is good beer. Really good. Oh,
I didn't have a Kona.
Oh, yeah, we got to fix that somehow. I don't know how we. The only thing I can think of is to try to find it there. You know, if there's a distributor that imports beer, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, don't worry, darling. When I eventually get over there, I shall be. It'll be worth the wait. I can find out what it's all about and enjoy it. Absolutely.
Yeah. And another sponsor that we have.
Yeah.
Everything Boats for Less.
Yes.
Yes.
RVs, automotive, boat supplies. Boaters, RV campers, outdoor enthusiasts, automotive. EBF, that's in Frank, EBFL.store or everythingboatsforless.com. 14,000 products and counting, all having to do with boats and boating and RV and camping and inverters and communications and GPS and hardware and software and you name it, Garmin and all the top manufacturers. It's all there. Everythingboatsforless.com and check out that website with over 14,000 some odd products ready to be had, tried, and implemented and integrated into your boat or your RV or your car. Everything from cleaners to GPS systems and communication systems and radios and list. I mean, the list is exhaustive. 14,000 some odd products. So check it out. Everythingboatsforless.com as a sponsor here on the Andy and Amanda Show. Speaking of sponsors, and we already did, stay tuned, folks, because we're going to be asking you to contribute to the show via a Patreon system here, which would enable you to chip in a couple of bucks a month just to keep this thing going and enable us to expand our show as we talked about earlier. But we're going to do that. So this is you know, we're doing this. We have a fun time doing it. Of course we do, but we're doing it for you too, to entertain, to engage, to provide a platform where people can participate and talk about issues and concerns and have some laughs.
Absolutely.
But that's what we're doing, right, Amanda?
Random funny things. Yes, of course, darling.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what we're about. And we do have so much fun doing it. And it's beautiful to find something in life where, you know, you just want to give it 100% because you believe in it and it is so much fun. And, you know, you want to see where it can go and what it can transform into. And I think that's an incredible thing, an incredible feeling. So for everyone who'd like to be part of this and listen to it and, you know, support us with all the downloads and everything, or listening live, thank you so much. We truly appreciate you from the bottom of our hearts.
And we know how hard you all work.
They wanted me to put a wetsuit over them, so they wanted to be like suspended on this cross via a wetsuit.
Somebody asked if they could put a Twix bar, the chocolate bar, in my butt, and then I would like poop it out. I get like ejected, and then they wanted to eat it. I declined that one.
I've had a guy ask me to sit on his lap while he pees, but I had.
Yeah, these are typical callers.
Andy, I kind of like that one. I like that. I'll get rid of the tweeting girl. I like this one. This is my new friend now. This is my new girlfriend.
Oh, my goodness.
So, yes, your donation every month will help keep this going. Excuse me. Anyway, what was I going to say? You know, that's what we do on the show.
For a moment there, I thought you was heading with your donation every month will help keep it up. I was like, oh, my goodness.
You know.
Oh, what are we like?
Oh, well, you know, it. You know, we'd like your support for that, of course.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
We do.
Wow.
We do.
This has been a great Monday so far, I got to admit.
A lot of fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really
I just
is.
don't get what that connection thing is on a Monday. That's just so bizarre.
Yeah, it's weird because, I'll tell you about this later, Cornell, but Joe is really funny. He came on the show earlier. He was really funny, and he had a great thing going, and I ruined it because I announced who it was before he came on in a disguise. But before he came on, I said, "Here's Joe," and then he joined us because I recognized his number. And then I put him off. I was going to put him on the screening, where you can talk off the show. And then he disappeared. So he came back on and said, we made it. We went along with it. I said, these crazy callers, because he was going with Frank. But then he came back on and we had some fun with Joe. And Joe, if you're still listening, and then Joe dropped off again. He dropped off again. And he hasn't been on since. So, it's been, and then Amanda had a tough time joining us early on, too. So I don't know what the deal is. I really don't know what this is with Blog Talk. We should raise it up to the powers that be. Because it's ruining our fun.
Yes, it is. Come on, Blog Talk. Be nice to us. We're trying. We're trying.
We get a chance to talk to you guys on a weekend. So give us a chance, Blog Talk.
Yeah, and it seems like every Monday we have these issues. Every Monday. Amanda has trouble getting on the show. We have people dropping the show on Mondays, and I don't know what the deal or why it is. And we're glad that Blog Talk provides this platform for us to be able to do what we do, and thank you for that. But if there's something better out there, we probably look for it. No, honestly, I know we're right here on Blog Talk, and this does cost us money to do this show, so I can say this because we do pay to do this, and they are our provider. And not a 100% happy customer here. I got to be quite honest with those who are looking into doing this and so forth. And if there was another platform that would enable us to do this, we just might be looking for it. But short of that, we're gonna go to real radio someday, and that's our plan. And we've been told we should. Everybody from guests to fans to emails to everybody. And we hope to do that. Yeah. And this is the Monday show, so we get into who we are, what we are on the show. I think it's a good idea to do that at the beginning of every week now. We should introduce ourselves and what we're about and what our goals and objectives are and why we're doing the show. And we've always talked about one thing we've always talked about in the show for over a year, and that is commitment and establishing objectives and where you're going to be in a couple of years from now. And that's what we're doing. We're walking down the pathway right now to what our ultimate objective is, to expand this show, expand what we do, make more of a difference, and get out there on commercial airwaves. And we need your support to enable us to do that. And the show will continue to grow and get bigger and better as we do. So, again, our number here for future shows is 515-605-9888. Feel free to join us live. Our next show is Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, which is 8 p.m. in the UK, and, of course, on the West Coast in Hollywood. Our headquarters here in L.A., it's noontime, a lunchtime show on the Andy and Amanda program. And Talk radio. Talk radio means you get to talk. So I'm getting burnt out talking.
And head over to Instagram, guys, and follow all our updates because we post a lot of funny pictures and things that's going on in our lives. We post videos up for you to check us out so you can see our faces. And, just follow us on Instagram at the Andy and Amanda Show. Come check us out.
And we have Facebook and YouTube as well, correct?
We do. Yeah. So you can find us on YouTube or Facebook just by putting in search the Andy and Amanda Show. And we'll pop up. You'll see our logo. Yeah. Come join us.
Google it.
Yeah.
A couple of things I just want to talk about real quick. I wanted to get to before we always rushing at the end here to try to get this in, but some things that are advertised that we're going to just discuss a little bit on our show regarding the news. And I just want to let you folks know, if you didn't know, some things are happening in Chicago. We have listeners in Chicago, and welcome aboard Chicago. And one thing I received from there is the vaccination clinics for COVID-19 are now going to be opened up in major office buildings throughout the Chicago area and around Illinois. So if you ever go into like the office building lobby of these high rises, and they're going to have free vaccines right in these office buildings around Chicago. And a note I got here from Florida. Why is this happening now? In Florida, Publix, which is a regular, it's a food. Publix is like where you go get all your food, a big food, big big grocery shopping store chain, huge in Florida. I think all throughout the Southeast. They're going to be offering no appointment COVID, Moderna, and J&J vaccines in all their Florida stores. So kind of cool. Very cool.
Wow,
so
that's great. We've had a bit of breaking news here as well, sweetheart. Sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead. Go.
Continue, and then I'll explain afterwards.
Trump's latest post, we told what it was. We read it already. Thank you for that. I already got it. We read about that earlier in the show. Thank you for that, though. Trump's got his own platform now, which he tweets lies. Nothing new. Convicted killer Derek Chauvin is being kept away from other inmates in Minnesota's most secure prison unit for obvious reasons, and they're watching him every 1/2 hour, every 30 minutes. And you also have on TV 24/7. So he's on camera, and they check on him in person. Partially, they want to make sure that he's not suicidal, and also, of course, to keep him secure from inmates. Don't take it too kindly to cops who kill people. So they got to keep this guy separated. But go ahead, Amanda. That's about all the news I have fit to print here. There's some other stuff, but nothing we can have time to go over now. But go ahead. What's going on there?
Well, first of all, just to let everybody know, and I'm sure people are aware here in the UK, that Boris went live at 5 to express our new rules for coming out of lockdown even further, which I'm sure everybody's happy about. But the breaking news currently right now is the London surge testing after the South African variant detected. There have been surge testing in North Kensington in London after a number of cases the South African coronavirus variant were detected. The Department of Health and Social Care has said. So, guys, anywhere in that area, please go and get tested to find out what's going on. They're trying to do the test and trace as much as possible. So please go and check it out. And anybody of the 16 years and over who lives and works in these areas is strongly encouraged to take the COVID test, whether they are showing symptoms or not. Okay? So I just wanted to share that.
And Cornell, thank you, Cornell. You still with us?
Yes, I'm right here. I'm sorry.
Give us some news on your end of the world. Cornell's lost.
This is not Kleinenberg.
Well, it's beautiful weather that's going on in the East Coast, and everything is wonderful, man. Everything is great.
Here's my advice.
You know, everybody.
Man, listen carefully. Stand in front of a mirror. Bring yourself to a full erection, and you're going to see that your penis looks as if it is actually larger than it really is. So no more worries about is my penis large enough to satisfy her. Good luck.
Add that. I just want to add that public service announcement.
It's the way she said front. Stand in front of the mirror.
Front of the mirror. In front?
You said what I was
thinking. Front? Yeah.
Never bring a woman to an orgasmic response unless she really wants to have an orgasm. So first a woman has to decide that this is what she wants, and then she has to help to bring herself to an orgasmic response.
Joe, we need him. Joe, come back on here, man.
Dr. Ruth is like Nostradamus to me. She predicts everything I think.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And not even the sex so much, but, you know, there are days when you just don't want to go to work.
Right.
Yes.
There are.
It always happens as soon as I get on. Don't tell me I bring the freak out of you, Andy.
No, I just think it's something I think it's just what you're carrying. I think it's just...
All carriers of the plague who will infect their miserable brethren.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I guess what it is.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
You guys.
Yeah. Yes.
Let me right, let me wrong. No.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's what it is. Well, this is a lot of fun, guys, you know, and Cornell, I had a question to ask you.
Sure.
What?
What's the question?
What? Oh, what question?
Oh my God.
What?
I'm scared to listen to the question.
He knows exactly what he's doing, but I would add this. He knows what he is doing. He knows exactly what he's doing.
I wouldn't quite go that far.
I wouldn't either. I just go with the flow.
Me too.
Who am I? Why am I here?
No.
You know what, guys? I was thinking we should have our own movie.
Yeah.
Our own movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, based on how the things we talk about and what we get up to on this show, I can see a huge percentage of it having a lot of sex scenes.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love it.
You know, people have got this theory that they'll want less sex at home if they're having it elsewhere, but in fact, there's a thing called the hydraulic pump theory that says...
Yes, remember that? I remember that.
These people are sick.
Yeah,
just lean back and relax.
It will be all right.
That'd be cool, though. That would be cool, though, Cornell, what you said. Yeah. How do you see it in your head?
Well, I could say I like behind the scenes before we get on the Andy and Amanda show.
Okay,
Ooh.
I see. Interesting.
You know?
The real life.
Real life.
Oh, the real life.
When we in the dark.
Real life of Andy and Amanda show coming to a screen near you.
Yeah.
Wow.
That sounds so real.
And yeah, it really did.
I was like, hold on, let me go back to the bathroom.
Well, as long as you don't say Candyman in the mirror 3 times whilst it's happening, you're all right.
I'm not going to say it in the mirror.
Yes, exactly.
Get it?
Stand in front of the mirror and say Candyman 3 times whilst
in front of the mirror. Yes. I'm going to bring her back here. I want to hear that again. Oh
my God. And listen carefully. Stand in front of a mirror. Bring yourself to a full erection, and you're going.
I like that. Stand in front.
I love the way she says it. It's just so funny.
Stand in front. Yeah, because you know.
And I guess men sometimes don't know what to say.
They're not the only ones. In all fairness, like I have many moments like that on this show.
Stand in front.
In front.
Yeah.
I actually sound Scottish when I try it, so that's no point.
Try it. I think you have it. I think you got it.
Imagine she was doing it and she said, "Ruff, ruff." You'd be like, "Oh." Get it?
What's this
one? My days.
Is it true, do girls not masturbate, or do girls masturbate?
Oh my gosh, we are settling this right now. Yes, we do. If you don't, you're lying, because every girl does. And you know what? Seriously, if you don't, you're missing out on a great orgasm, because honestly, once you do, you know the spots, you can tell the guy, teach him.
Yeah,
so
you can see yourself better than yourself.
These people are sick. They want to do it very quickly. And add me into the group if you don't mind.
I think Andy is trying to tell me I need some. Every time I'm on the show, Andy's like, "Yo, go and get you some." That's what he's telling me, guys. Listen, every time I get on the show, Andy be like, "Oh my gosh."
Or is that just what you're hearing, huh?
Yeah.
Or is that?
Yeah. I need some.
Chicken. Some chicken? Some chicken?
Fish.
Yes.
I like fish.
Fish.
Yes, I think maybe.
Yeah.
Well, you know what they say.
Today for me is a very good day.
It is. I'm not
I
a lot of
want ice cream. I want ice cream.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I have Ben and Jerry in the refrigerator.
Yes, and what?
Ben and Jerry. Cherry Garcia.
Oh, yes. Yes,
That's
I love
great
Ben
ice
and
cream.
Jerry's.
That's a great ice cream.
I'm actually trying to... Sorry, go on.
I'm sorry.
No. Go,
I thank you. Oh, you're so adorable.
No.
When I buy Ben and Jerry, I put it in the microwave for like.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
That's definitely the way to go. I've got the one I've got in the freezer at the moment is a non-dairy one by Ben and Jerry's because, as you know, sometimes I have issues with dairy. So if I have too much cheese or ice cream or whatever, then I tend to get some sort of infection in my sinuses, and so I have to be very careful with that. So I thought, okay, let's try this non-dairy one, even though I'm resistant to do it. And it wasn't too bad as far as non-dairy ice cream goes. I mean, it could be better, but it's actually quite nice. It's got cookie dough and some cookies and some sort of caramel swirl in it or something like that. It's very, very tasty, considering.
Apparently not everyone was aware of the incessant march of progress.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who likes Chunky Monkey?
Oh yes, that's one of my faves.
And how about do you ever have fish food? The ice cream.
Yes.
Ben and Jerry's.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
with the marshmallow mixed in.
Pretzels in it, right?
No, it's a pretzel. I don't think so. It's got marshmallows and chocolate pieces.
Yeah.
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 You know what else is really good?
What?
Is vanilla caramel swirl, Ben and Jerry's.
Oh
yes.
Fab.
And the chocolate French brownie.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like, oh yes. Oh.
I sound like that girl, right? Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Sounds.
Ben and Jerry's got their own little graveyard, haven't they, of all the flavors that they've released before and that they no longer have. So they made this mini graveyard with the little headstones of what the flavors were.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know it existed until recently. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool, actually.
Gosh, that is cool.
Yeah.
I just had a new Ben and Jerry's a few days ago that I'd never had bought before. It's some kind of triple chocolate. It's like chocolate ice cream and chocolate something, chips or pieces.
Oh, my
it's very
goodness.
chocolatey. And there's actually chocolate pudding in there.
Wow.
And I wonder why.
You know what tastes great?
What?
What?
Oh, go ahead, Andy. I'm sorry.
I'm just wondering why they would ever come up with the idea of putting chocolate pudding in ice cream.
Maybe that's a question you should ask China.
We've tried.
Yeah. We're so busy asking China all these things. They must get sick of us by now.
They must. We're after them all the time.
Thank you, China, for your participation. We appreciate you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're still waiting for our answers, but yeah.
I have a question for you guys. Haagen-Dazs or Ben and Jerry's? Go.
Ben and Jerry's.
Oh, Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah, Ben and Jerry's, I agree. There's one Haagen-Dazs flavor that I've got to recommend. It's called Vanilla Swiss Chocolate Almond.
Oh,
that's delicious right there. Oh, my God.
It's fab.
I've not tried
it. It's vanilla ice cream with chocolate-covered almonds. Incredible. It's a Haagen-Dazs flavor.
Hey, try
nice.
potato chips. Regular potato chips. Regular flavor potato chips. Try that with that. You'll be like, oh, my gosh.
Ooh.
Oh, just like salted potato chips.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Wow.
Do you know what I'm going to do after the show?
What's that?
I'm going to get some ice cream.
Yes.
That's not what I had in mind.
What?
After the show. No, get out of here. Get away. Go away.
Our mascot.
Go away.
There go our mascot. The mascot is back.
There's our pogo stick again.
Right.
Yeah, one day we're going to show you guys a picture of it. He's a freak.
No, after the show, or even before the show, it depends, what day, but go away. No,
he sounds ill again.
That dude's having some Ben and Jerry's. Don't take this the wrong way. He's just having some Ben and Jerry's. That's all he's doing.
Yes.
Well, too much.
Yes.
That's all he's doing. All right, don't get the wrong idea. This is a family show.
So, what were you going to do after the show, Andy?
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was wondering that.
He already knows.
God. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. You sound hot. Listen to this.
Is Joe back on the show?
Wow.
Yeah, really.
Gotta hang up his phone.
I also happen to call him a lightweight, okay, and I have said that. So,
yeah. At least some people I've heard.
Yo, callers gotta stop calling in with that bullshit. At least hang up the phone.
Oh man.
God. My goodness. You know?
I do know, and I'm still obsessing about ice
The
cream.
YMCA. If you can do the YMCA with your legs, you're doing great things in the bedroom.
What is your favorite sex position? What do you think, Cornell?
I like doggy style.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, because the vagina is upside down.
Yeah.
It is, right? You people are sick.
Oh man. I'm a lady. I don't reveal those things on things like this.
But it really is, because if you laying on top of it, it's regular. But if doggy style is like flip down, so you can feel the more sensation. I guess. Maybe.
I've heard that. Yes, that you can get a better position for that certain spot. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you could play with her other thing while you hitting her from the back, and playing with her a little anal,
Okay. Yeah.
Would you rather have a man?
Let me say, I said the vagina.
Oh man.
I don't know how. Oh my, Andy, you got me in this. Oh my God. And I told my daughter to listen to the show.
You two are bad as each other. You bounce off each other so much.
I'm going to tell you. You know why?
I understand that scientists will soon make it possible.
They will.
Oh, really?
That's what they're telling us.
It's what is it they're going to make possible?
When you ride the donkey.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you something. One thing, Amanda.
My baby, when you go out with me, money means nothing.
I told you, Amanda, as soon as I get on the show.
What's up, Doc?
Hey.
Oh, we're still trying to figure that out.
That's the question I'm going to be asking this week when I go for my vaccine. What's up, Doc?
And you got to remember this, Cornell. This is really important.
There is no such thing as a G-spot.
Is there? Anybody know?
What, a G-spot?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a G-spot.
What I want to know is what happened to the other letters, A, B, C, D, E, F.
Yeah, right?
It's like, where were they assigned to and where did they go?
oh, yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Well, the G-spot is the very sensitive spot of a woman, so if you hit it right and all that stuff, she'll start squirting.
Is that right? Is that true?
Yeah, it gives her orgasm, the G-spot.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have been known to have a problem reaching that as well, because of the angle, etc. But yeah, I mean it's a place that couples are keen to investigate and quite often look into, I believe. But
definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got here, but
I do.
I don't know. Hello, I'm Dracula.
I hear there's rumors on the internets.
So
that's what it was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if that was really an existing and real thing, or if that was just kind of like.
No, it is real. It is real.
It is real.
The spot itself is very real, and it can be a whole different experience for a lady once that is the spot is.
We're listening.
Yeah, right.
We're here. We're all ears.
Yes.
And you keep hitting it, she can have multiple
I'm as
orgasms.
mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Yes.
And she can have multiple orgasms and keep more. It's not like a guy can have, and one that we done or two that we done, but they can keep having it and having it and having it and having it. But I read that off of Dr. Ruth's book.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. See, you learn something every day here on the Andy Demander Show. 515-605-9888. Join. Tell us your, yeah. Mm-hmm. Tell us, you don't have to join us. Never mind. Go away. Listen, we got to wrap the show up, actually, folks. We're be going forever here, but we got to, end this Monday edition. It's May 10th, 2021 already. I just cannot believe it's another Monday. We're back Wednesday and Friday. And you can hear, those of you who are listening to this show are probably hearing the podcast, and thank you for doing so. And you're welcome to call into our live shows when we do broadcast live. Next time up is Wednesday at noon in the Pacific time zone and at 3 p.m. in the Eastern time zone, and over in the UK at 8 p.m. And please do join us, join the fun, right? Right, guys?
Absolutely.
Right.
If you dare. If you dare.
So we should sign. There's so much more I could talk about here. We're just on such a roll, but we really got to, we got to wrap it up.
We like having fun, but yes.
Yeah.
It's very true.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
I think we should.
Doesn't work. Separate amicably and look for somebody new.
Okay.
Oh.
So we're going to separate from our fans, our audience right now, and look for new ones. We don't like you guys anymore, just like they said, and we'll find another set of fans that we like better. What do you think?
Oh.
Yeah. But we love you.
It's okay, listeners. It's okay.
Yeah. Amanda signing us off. Hey, Cornell, thanks for joining us, my man. And Amanda, all yours. Take us home. Yeah.
Absolutely, Cornell. It's been amazing having you, Bab. Yes,
Thank
so
you,
on
sis.
behalf of Andy Kimball in California, Hollywood, and myself, Amanda Love, somewhere in the UK, and on behalf of our wonderful coordinator, Cornell Butler, who joined us again, we're so grateful for him and all that he does. Thank you to you, the audience, for joining us for another amazing show, and we hope you catch us on Wednesday for some more fun and antics that we get up to here. You take care and stay safe and keep smiling and enjoy yourselves. We'll speak to you on Wednesday.
Take care, folks.
Take care. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.